Look who it is. Welcome. Thank you.
I'm back. Here he is. All right.
Where you been?
To Turkey.
Cue comments.
Well, yeah, because I put it on my story that I was going, and then everyone was like, "Oh, T4 hair." Haha. Neither.
And an F-bomb.
Yeah. Well, the last video, everyone said we should swear more, so strap yourselves in for this one.
So,
I know.
you weren't going for aesthetic reasons.
No, I went to build a gearbox
Ah.
for 2 times world motorcycle champion, Toprak
Oh.
Razgatlioglu.
Wow.
I know, I always worry about saying his surname wrong. But yeah.
It's not easy.
And then I met Deniz and canoncu, Moto2 and World Supersport. And then I met Bahattin Sofuoglu as well, who races in World Superbikes. And then I rode on track.
With them?
Yeah, not with them because I'd have been a rolling roadblock. I'm nearly sure of them. Yeah. So it was good. So at the minute now, we're on my phone. I'm currently trying to upload all the videos I took to OneDrive so you can drop them in this video. So yeah, last year when I went to World Superbikes, I took a load of stuff for Toprak. So he had full gear kit, Pro Max clutch, diff, ring and pinion, billet diff cover, billet sump cover, and a few other bits and pieces that we do. We were always going to build my gearbox. We were always going to go out there and build my gearbox. And in the end, he got overexcited and he stripped 4th gear.
Oh dear.
Because our Toprak is a bit of a sender. Yeah, like a proper sender.
If people didn't realise.
Yeah. So
And this is a Gen 2 twin turbo, isn't it?
this is a Gen 2 twin turbo, so it's got a sheepy kit on it, but that's all getting modified, and he's bought G42s and AMS charge coolers. So basically he wants to do under 2 seconds. He wants to do 1.9, 100 to 200, and he's doing 2.7 at the minute.
Aha!
All right.
What you are?
Trying to upload videos. What are you doing?
I'm just getting a jump pack.
Go on then, crack on. So it had been on the cards, and then yeah, basically I flew out last Thursday morning.
That's right, yeah.
So I left home at 2, got a 6 o'clock flight. They're 2 hours in front. So I landed about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Got to the workshop where his car is. The workshop already had the gearbox out, so we stripped the gearbox. Not today. So we stripped the gearbox, and I found that the second output shaft had a big chunk missing out of it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so that halted play, but I had a Dodson output shaft kit sat here. So Tom drove it to South London because one of the guy's friends over there is a music producer, and he was over producing a video for Central C. Honestly, this is just Central.
Only you could get involved in this kind of rock and roll story.
He was over producing a music video or music song with Central C, and he was flying home to Turkey. So he brought the gear kit over. So Friday at 10:30 at night, we picked him up from the airport and then drove him home into Istanbul. So I didn't get into bed until midnight Saturday morning, and then we were at the workshop for 6, and I built the gearbox Saturday, and then flew home 6 o'clock Saturday night.
That's intense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So the gearbox break-in meant that we had nothing to do Friday. So we went to Bahattin Sofuoglu's track, who's 5 times World Supersport Champion, who's Keenan's, Deniz's, Chan's and Bahattin's manager.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow him, follow Zane, his son. He's the one that is 5 years old and he drives a lorry and all sorts, mate. The kid's crazy. He's going to be an F1. So we went to his track and we rode little 250, the little Yamaha R250s.
Yep.
So we rode them. And of course, I didn't take any of my gear, so I was in full Toprak gear, mate. Toprak boots, levers. I took my gloves.
Yeah.
His helmet, the lot.
Quality.
So I look like a really, really, really slow Toprak on track. So I rode for about an hour, and then them 4 went out, and then I've caught a load of videos, and it's disgusting. It's just like, yeah, it's just something else.
Yeah.
But it explains why all 4 of them are in World Championship,
Okay.
because they ride like that every day. Every day. If it doesn't rain, they ride. And it doesn't rain much in Turkey. They get bad weather, but so yeah, they ride every day, and they ride for like 2 hours, and they beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Knock each other off, push each other around, all sorts. So I got to the point with that bike where I couldn't kind of. So basically, it was almost like it was losing the front into the turn. So you couldn't carry any more into the turn. But then you watch them and you understand that they've got to that point, and then they've gone beyond it by sliding the bike in. So they slide it in on the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just something else, mate. It was just something else.
How cool to see that up close, though. Be involved in that.
Yeah. And it's like there's no rules on that track, so I was literally stood on the inside curb, and they're touching like touching as going past.
Yes.
So Deniz is motor 2. So he's all elbows and knees. So he's worn a groove in one corner in the grass.
Yeah.
Because as he goes through the corner and eats the curb, he just runs his knee across the grass. Toprak is super efficient inside the bike, doesn't really move around a lot. He just moves the bike around. He doesn't move around, the bike moves around. And then Chan is super aggressive. Literally, you can see him, just so aggressive. Yeah, and then Bahattin's like the nicest person you could ever speak to. So softly spoken, so nice. He spent so much time with me after he watched me ride, going, "Oh, do this, do that, do this," and then you put him on a bike, and it's like, take the brain out.
Turns into a monster.
Yeah. So that was just mental. Oh, there we go, Dad. We got some of them uploading.
We're getting there.
So yeah, I was something else. You can see why. For a country that has 1 racetrack, they've produced 4 lads in World Championship.
That is crazy.
Do you know what I mean? And you think how many racetracks we have in the UK, and how many World Championship lads the UK have?
Yep.
Probably similar number. Not many, a couple more maybe. Majority was superbikes. So yeah, they're coming because Keenan's got more in the academy as well. And it's because they ride every day.
Yeah, consistent.
Yeah. Nothing. I don't believe in talent. You're not born a superbike rider. You're not born a racer. You're not born an F1 driver. It's seat time. Same with football. My boys weren't born footballers. You know, it's the hours they put in. They both of them train every night, and I do believe in that. And then what Keenan's built in Turkey is the ability for his riders to ride every day and work on their craft. And yeah. I don't, you know, you go to Spain or Italy, work finishes at 5 o'clock, and the car parks in industrial estates turn into mini motor tracks. They put cones out, and his kids and they just literally go anywhere. Could you imagine that here?
Mate.
Could you imagine Dan Cooper bringing his 2 boys down here to ride? The cops would be all over it before we can start.
Of course they would.
So that's the difference. That's the difference. The support is from the top, and it's all the way down. And Keenan built his track 15 years ago when he was riding World Championship. So yeah, it was really cool. Met so many nice people. You know, they're lovely. All about food. Turkish tea, fit, mate. Honestly, I was at home. Do you want tea? Yes, I do. So I drank more tea there than I did here. So yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was
excellent.
amazing, to be fair.
So we've got some.
I've caught a load. So I've caught a load of us building a gearbox. I've caught a load of us riding bikes, or the boys riding bikes. And then I've caught some bits as well at Keenan's house, where we went into, so under Keenan's house is in his basement, he's turned it into a museum. So I've caught some videos of that as well. So roll VT. So have tools, will travel. In a nice pink suitcase with my Ray-Bans.
The sunglasses is very important.
Whee, look who it is.
Welcome.
Thank you. You all right?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Do you want to show everyone what you did?
Yeah, we have started to make a new gearbox.
Why?
Special gearbox. for me.
Why did we have to make a new gearbox, Toprak?
Show everyone.
Is it because you decided to cut up metal? So, yeah. Boys here have started to strip it already because these lads look after your R8, don't they?
Now I need a more power.
Yeah,
Because I need a gearbox.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
from Datsun.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know better than me which I have. I have
So you've got 1 to 6. Yeah, we'll go for
Oh,
it.
yeah,
You've got 1 to
1 to
7 gear kit, big clutch,
Yeah.
ring and pinion, a new diff. So I think we brought everything up to Donington, didn't we, last year? And we just yeah. So
I am just keeping the in the back.
yeah,
My biggest plan normally when I change the engine,
Yeah.
I'm also change the gearbox.
do it the gearbox at the same time.
But I broke the gearbox. We are changing.
Yeah, we got lots of bits, mate. Well, I don't know whether you can see. That is the position sensor. Yeah. And it's not good. So it's actually covered in swarf. So we're going to drop this on his belly or on his back, and then I'll split it open and we'll show you what he's done, because you can't see it from the top.
Cenazeye kaldı Turgay. Hadi kamera.
Can't do that without Mad Sweden till leader, can you? So not bad going for a couple hours here. Right, and that's what happens when you give a superbike rider a car. Just going down the shops, weren't you, mate?
Look also here.
Yeah. So you've stripped this gear on the shaft, really common, and then everything else then is as you've pulled the teeth off. Okay. So we've got it stripped. I'm just starting to do the half shafts, but we have found a problem. So one of the output shafts, you can obviously see the damage on the gear. It has eaten a tooth, and that's part of the shaft. So at the minute, we're trying to figure out how we're going to get a shaft or what we're going to do. I've got a full kit back at home. So if we can't find anything local, OEM or what, then we might be getting one of the boys to fly over a care package. So we will see what we will see. It's not what you can do with the right tools, it's what you can do with the wrong tools. So obviously trying to heat up the hub so we can drop it on the shaft. Well, here we are then. So the mech bottom sump's ready, but I think there's a problem with this seal. So I might have to send them a new seal. I don't know what's up with that. Halfway through stripping the clutch, so we've got the Pro Max to go in it that I've just got to build up. I just need the center core, titanium bolt kit, and then all the diff cover and everything's done. That's the one he broke, so we need that shaft. So Tom's currently driving an Dodson output shaft set we've got to London, and then Toprak's friends bringing it over on a plane tomorrow. Hopefully get here late. Then so that will replace that output shaft and this output shaft. So I can't put, that's the first shaft along with second shaft to go in straight away. So I can't do anything with the centre plate. So everything's cleaned, all the gears are swapped over. All we've got to do tomorrow is modify the stator.
Ricky, I am happy.
You're happy?
Because looks like I buy everything.
Yeah,
the
you've just
gearbox.
bought everything, mate.
Yeah.
Should just bought another gearbox.
I hope not broken anyway.
Yeah. We found a gearbox here in Turkey.
I am driving a little bit hard.
Drives too hard. We found a gearbox in Turkey, but the guy wanted stupid money because we were going to try and find a box to harvest that out of. So we'll sort it. It'll be alright. Yeah, everything's clean, ready to go back together. So I don't think he turns up till like 9, does he?
That?
Tomorrow night. He's late, isn't he, tomorrow?
I checked. I think 4 hours flight.
Okay.
And you said,
Yeah.
And I think he's arrived 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just do a late one tomorrow, getting it finished. And then yeah, bottom case is all built, ready to go back together. It's chewed up the bypass hose a little bit, but there's nothing you can do about that. And then that's literally everything we've taken out of it. So clutch left to do, axles built, so both of them are built up, diffs built up, ring gears on, shims on. That is it, done. So we've obviously got to modify the clutch basket on a template. So it is 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
7:30 at night, and we've just literally come down to engineering shop. Yeah. To a guy that looks like Misha, so that he can modify the basket for us. This don't happen in the UK, mate. You'll be waiting a week. You'll be waiting a week. Yeah. There's a Honda outside running as well. Oh. Hey Coops, I found your dream bike, mate.
Ben demedim mi sana?
Somebody's building a 10-second car.
Sen nasılsın? Bak yurt dışına örnek olun diyerekten onu bir...
Yoruma geldi abi İngiltere'de. Şu arkada küfür ediyor.
Bizim adaptörlere iyi alıştı.
Just go down gently, please, mate.
Yavaş yavaş gitsene. Yavaş yavaş.
Nerede?
Yeah, yeah.
Slowly slow.
Gently, gently, gently.
Daha yavaş olsun.
There you go. Go on, mate. A bit more.
Biraz daha.
Clutch built.
Ertesi gün oldu.
So, stripped the old one, modified the core because it's a template, and then all back together. So, we are ready to go when our goodies turn up tomorrow. And it's done.
Sen değil mi? Bir kere bir şey olmuş sana onunkinde.
Both shafts built up, well, both output shafts built up. Second input shaft in, and then the pinion as well, or the ring, and the out drop gear. There's a new pinion. All right, next bit. Right, so clusters are built. You can see them all in that. So we're just going to start pulling the case down now. So this is the fiddly bit, but that tool is just the game changer. So we've got to make sure we get that tube in right, and we've got to make sure we get that tube in right, and we've got to make sure that bearing goes. So I can't do it with 2 hands, so I'll film it after. The top cover's on, bolted on, and then we've just got the pinion nuts on and tensioned. All the gears are sat ready to go. We're just about to drop top cover on now. Mounted back up, we had to clearance the drive shaft. Never had that before. The nut was clashing on the case. All the gears worked, we've tested them, torqued the shafts up. In the end, the boys are just putting the parking lot cover on now.
Nerede duydun mu? Bunlar bizim stajyer.
Last bit is to put the diff on. We'll put the diff in, and then Mac and sump. So parking lock's on, put the heat shield on for the diff. We're just gonna drop it in now. So we've got a full wave track, and obviously Dodson pinion on it as well. So diff's in. He's got the half shaft kit, the uprated half shaft kit, uprated bolts. So we're literally just gonna Dodson billet cover. It's a Gucci gearbox.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready for the
To try and break
try
it.
to limit. I hope not broken again.
He's upset because his twin turbo Lambo doesn't go.
Yeah. I like the limiter always. all my car, I'm always see the limiter. I'm showing to the video.
Yeah. Right, let's get this popped on then, and then the last bit is
I need to speak with Felix.
is Sampan. Felix, yeah. You can see the Pro Max is in. Last little bit we got to do is the oil pump, and then we're all good. So that's oil pump in, diffs on and tight, proper diff bolt kit. We just got to put the sump pan on, but the O-ring's missing, so I think they're trying to find one at the minute. We're gonna flip it on its side and put the mech in, and that is Romeo done. Finito. Done some billet sump, billet diff cover, wave track diff, half shaft kit, billet output shafts because we found damage on them when we got here. Full 1 to 7 gear kit, Pro Max 10 plate. It's pretty Gucci, right?
Yeah.
Pretty Gucci. So,
Thank you very much.
you're very
Thank
welcome.
you very much for your help, and also yesterday we are really enjoying.
It's good fun.
Yeah, good fun.
Slow.
But this morning we are start very early.
Yeah, it's good.
6:20.
It's good.
Starting. And
Oh, we're gonna get him. All right. You're welcome. Yeah, slow top rack yesterday.
yeah.
All right, you're not supposed to say yeah. You're supposed to go no. You were
little
brilliant.
bit slow. But yesterday I see the two top rack.
Two
the
top
track,
racks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Completely same, everything.
Just
Yeah,
was really slow.
No, it's not bad. You know, when I do the video for you,
Yeah.
you are also slow because you are just learning the track and just understand the bike. But end of the day, you are really riding it very well.
Yeah.
You did, I think, I'm not did again, 52, 53 the
Right,
lap time.
okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's fast lap time.
Yeah. But I think it's like you said. The next step then is sliding the bike to go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just need.
And also you are riding R1. Your style looks like 1000 cc. Yeah. Because you stop the bike and pick up a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know,
Here come. I just gotta keep coming back. Just ride more.
I'm waiting again.
We'll do it again.
Come back again and we ride, you know, also the Jan and Deniz, Bahattin. Also, we are really enjoying when we are going to
When
the
you go
cannon
training.
track,
Yeah. It's good fun. So you happy?
Yeah. I'm really happy.
Yeah. Engine to finish now then.
We are waiting for engine. Because now I am using with the standard engine and the Datsun gearbox.
Yeah.
But maybe 2 months, 3 months later,
Okay.
we will putting the new engine.
Yeah.
This the new the
Billet block.
and
Yeah,
I
okay.
think we will see maybe
Well, you want to do
2000 plus.
Yeah.
I hope.
You want to do 2 seconds, 100 to 200, don't you?
My dream 1.9. This is my dream. But we will see. If not feel the spin,
Yeah.
we will see. This is hard, but this is my dream. Why I'm
It'd
building
be
car.
good between this engine, Felix.
Yeah.
It'd be fast. It'd be fast.
He's
So-
the make a tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's waiting. He's just waiting me.
No, be cool, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much again.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you say first 3-4 days, but you did only 2 days.
Yeah. I
Maybe
know.
less
If we'd
than 2
stayed
days.
3-4 days, you could have gone riding more. So no, we got it done, and with the problem we had as well with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shafts. So I'm really happy we got.
We are
got
lucky
them.
also, you know.
Well, we had even if we didn't have Dodson ones, I had spare ones, but it's upgrade.
Yeah.
So now there's nothing. You can't change anything more inside that gearbox. That is it. Gucci.
Yeah, I have everything.
Yeah. You have everything. Yeah.
I hope not broken again.
No. If it breaks, it's because it's powered, not because of anything else.
But we have now a template.
Yeah. So
Maybe for future, maybe we will.
if Felix sorts out the TCU tune, the gearbox tune, so like whether it's AMS or Klassen or anything like that, mate, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because you're not drag racing.
Yeah, but I don't know for the future.
No, but there's no prep tracks here, is there? It's not like going to T2K where it's a proper drag track. Like you're doing roll racing mainly.
You know, I have a big target. First, I'm trying to 100 to 100. This is not mile. This is
In case.
Yeah. And this is my biggest target. If I'm C 1.9.
Yeah.
And after maybe I will try also the track.
Okay.
But anyway, we will see.
Yeah. Sweet. Right. Cup of tea time.
Now
I've got to finish it. So
lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
That's not bad. What time do you
It's
start?
not bad.
Half
Yeah, we
six.
start.
Half
Yes,
six.
half
What's
six.
the time now?
1
o'clock? 20 past one.
Yeah.
There we go. Sweet. All right. Sorted.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So it's a bit noisy, but just come to an underground car park where they're renting cars, and there's a secret door. That has this. So, the world's biggest bike. This is ridiculous. No gear, no clutch. Gears are on the paddles and it's an auto. Speakers and an armchair. Kate, I think we should get one of these. We go cruising. VF1000R, the original GSXR. There's a couple of Hayabusas. There's one there. There's one there. 360 CS. That's dirty. I can't quite get it in. 1,000 kilometers. That's all it's done. .355 and a 4-door M3. I like that. That looks quite cool. Everybody's got one of these new bloody XSRs. I think that looks quite cool as well. .996 Turbo Club Sport. Obviously 992. Which would you pick?
The other one is impossible to open the door.
Okay. And I didn't realise cage is carbon fibre. That's really cool. Add a 0 on for that W written on everything. Ooh. And then we won't look at Alvaro's. Look at that one.
Not my bike. Is
No.
yeah, my friend bike. Is
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's your friend
no
and
problem.
he's put Alvaro's bike in. There's a box of tissues on the tank for him as well. He's a crybaby. That is cool. So, don't know whether you can quite see that. The Last Supper, but with F1 drivers. That is amazing. And the place is called Caffeine Machina. Dunton Park.
Yeah.
That's Kyle as well on the inside.
Yeah, it's there also. It's a very nice race. I'm really enjoying when I'm watching.
We've got Kyle. Sam. Makes me feel old, man, because I remember loads of this. Sat at home watching. And then that's the one Zane knocked over. Dad, you've got to put a clip in of that. We'll find it. It's on his stories. That's a set of clocks. Engine temp, and that is about it. Who lives in a house like this? When you put starlights in your garage. Floor's that clean it squeaks.
Yeah. But I think better show here.
It looks cool. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. No, shoulder there.
H2 peeking in.
There is nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice area for there.
So Toprak goes, we can't do much today till your bits arrive. So let's just go to the track. So if you know, you know. This is like the concrete version of Valley's Ranch. whether you can hear this, but this is the Oncu twins, Bahattin, Toprak, kicking 7 bells of shit out of each other on 250s. And this is why all 4 of them are in World Championship. Every day they do this, every day. What he says, his brake's gone. They've been going that long and that hard. So I don't know whether you saw that in the mid corner. They hold the clutch in. So they brake hard, they use a rear brake hard, that's where they're sliding. But the clutch is in to stop the chatter, to stop the bike into the corner. And then especially if you watch as they get to this apex here, the clutch is bleeding still. And then they're literally, as they're coming on the gas, they let the clutch out, keep it more settled. But the 2 rules are basically don't be last, you can't be last, and then whoever's up front sets the pace, and when he's tired the next one takes over, and when he's tired the next one takes over. But we've been going an hour so far and these boys haven't stopped kicking the piss out of each other. I gotta be fair, if I was a Kawasaki manager, I'd be fucking impressed at how these bikes put up with this much abuse. Watch now, so as we go into the corner, watch his clutch now. So this is where the boys get changed. I need that Red Bull fridge, honestly. It's something else. And then this is where we've been sort of sat all afternoon. That was eye-opening. When you go out on track and you sort of ride around and try your hardest and you're getting spotted by 2-time world champ, and then Deniz, Can, Bahattin and Toprak go out and literally make you look like a beep. But that was super impressive. Hopefully Dab's got a load of videos I shot from corners, but you can see why, you know, when you start looking now at boys coming out of here, so they've got a load of juniors coming through as well, but that's 4 of them. That's 4 of them in World Championship that have come out of Keenan's sort of school, so to speak. You know, and this is just Turkey. This is, then you start thinking about valleys, ranch, and the numbers you've got in World Championship there, and you start to understand that it's not about what you're born with. These boys weren't born, yes, they're special now, but they're born, I mean, go and look at Zane's channel. Keenan's lad, he's 5, 6, and already at this age, he's racing around here on go-karts. He's racing around here on mini bikes. And that's what it takes. It's not some special gene you're born with. You might be Marquez and have just this feel that no one else on earth can sort of comprehend, or you might have some sort of, you just have the ability to soak it up like a sponge and make your fingers and your brain do it, but nothing substitute hard work. And these boys ride an hour at least every day. Toprak's saying sometimes they're here 4 hours, 5 hours, and they go round and they batter the living daylights out of each other as hard as they'll go. They've all crashed today. They've all crashed. Every single one of them has thrown it up the road, and they are on the limit. And Toprak's like, use more curb, use more curb, use more curve. And the feeling's scary when you run over a curb and you are full chat, and that curb there, you come out of that corner, you're in second, you hit third, you do not lift, and you go across that curb there, full gas. And he's like, put your knee on this grass, put your knee on the grass. There's one out there over the other side. You go out of the hairpin down the back. Sorry, you come round this fast right, you go up a gear, and again, you are flat through the right. And Deniz has worn a groove in the grass. Like, he's super impressive through there. You can sit, like, he's just got this GP style where it's all elbows, head is down by the front wheel, and he eats the curb every time. And it's just, it's super impressive. But these boys do this every day. Every day. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. So when you look at all these kids coming through now on mini bikes who are riding twice a week, you know, I can only speak from my experience of Josh taking Harrison and Dan Cooper taking Gigi and Henry, you know, to M4 karting once a week or twice a week. It's still not enough. This is why the Spanish lot are at the top. This is why the Italians are at the top, because the government have karting tracks and outdoor car parks and areas you can ride mini bikes and stuff like that every day, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Give me a week around here. I was Toprak. They do 47s, 48s, and Toprak said I was doing 54s. But the next step is the comfort of entering the corner with the back sliding, because I nearly crashed on this corner where you're now burying the brake so hard trying to turn the bike. You can't, so you've got to turn the bike with the rear, and it doesn't have enough power to spin. So you've got to enter the corner sideways, which is what the Moto2 way is. So it's just, yeah, it's eye-opening. But I tell you now, if you want your kid to go to the top, get them riding every day. 20 minutes every day is better than 3 hours on a Saturday. You know, it's just that blew my mind. And I don't even know whether I'll put the videos of me in it, because I look like a idiot. That's pounding the swear jar for everyone watching. Honestly, different level, but what a day. That is something else, that is. So hopefully that all makes a little, hopefully this is cool and tries to get over what I saw. But yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Something a bit different.
Yeah, it was different. Like proper fangirl as well. Do you know what I mean? He's mega. They were all lovely, but Toprak's just so cool. He's so humble. You know what I mean? There's a reason why everybody World Championship, you never meet anyone who says a bad word against him. You know, he messaged me the other day when Jack was poorly, going, "Oh, I hope Jack's all right, mate." So
fair play. So how did you meet him in the first place?
I met him. He bought some turbo parts from America, and the guys he bought them off messaged me going, "Oh, can you help him? Because there's no one in Turkey that can do it."
Yeah.
And that's when we started chatting. So a couple of years now. So
Right.
he was still Yamaha. So
Yeah.
and then we've just got closer and closer and closer. So like he had me up. The last year he was at Yamaha, and then last year invited me up. We won a World Superbike, so I took him a load of stuff. And then yeah, I flew over, took a load of stuff with me as well for his car. So yeah, he's got a good workshop that help him out there. But yeah, we chat loads. Like he was in Germany yesterday. He's having a BMW built, and we were chatting, and so yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I have to pinch myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to describe. You know, he doesn't make you feel like you're chatting to who he is.
Yeah.
But I know.
He's down to earth.
Yeah,
That's the
oh,
best,
mate,
isn't it?
yeah. Well, you saw in the videos, he's helping me take gearbox apart. Do you know what I mean? We're having a laugh, a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it was really cool. Spoke about everything. It's not just about bike race. Yeah, so no, it's cool.
Excellent. Be nice if we could maybe get him for an interview at some stage.
Yeah. Well, he's over. When he's over for Worlds, he has asked me how close we are to Donington. But the thing is the way they fly in and out is so hardcore because Thursday turns into a press day. So, you know, he is on about coming down. I don't know whether it'll happen. If it does,
we can't quite compete with like Sky Sport and things, can we?
No, that's it, mate.
Well, maybe we can.
Yeah, that's
See?
it. So,
Nice one, dude.
So, hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments. No, don't do that.
Leave some nice comments.
Leave some nice comments for a change. But go and follow them all. So, obviously, the four boys, they're men. For fuck's sake. So, yeah, Toprak, Chan and Deniz Oncu, and then Bahattin. Go and follow Zane. So Zayn Sofuoglu. So that's Keenan's lad. Yeah, go and give him a follow. He's that page on its own is mental. Even my boys follow him. So there's a video where he's got an electric go-kart in Keenan's museum, and he's drifting it, and he drifts into one of the bikes, knocks it over. So yeah, it's mega, mate. It's mega. So he's over at the minute. Zane's over racing British karting.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
How old is he?
5. 6. He was 6 on the 11th.
Oh, he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? 6?
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. But you'll see him in F1. They've got the hookup. They've got he races. He's got a PW50 that he's got super motor wheels on. So he's riding bikes and driving karts. He set the fastest lap at whatever track they were at the weekend. He set a new lap record.
Wow, already.
And he's only 6. Just turned 6, like the 11th he turned 6.
Yeah.
They've got those off-road buggies, those big like Can-Ams. Toprak's taught him to balance it on 2 wheels. There's a video where he gets his mum in an STO and he's drifting it in the track. And he's got his mum sat in the passenger seat and he's drifting it. I challenge anybody who owns an R8 to go and drift it and see how hard it is to drift it. And there's a 5-year-old doing it. Do you know what I mean? Apart from the fact if he sends it into the wall, it's it's not. It's 300 grand over here. It's like 1.8 million over there.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah. Reverses a lorry into the track, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Rightio.
Right. Get on with some work.
Let's do it.
I know. Back to
reality.
reality. Aw. See you in a bit.